All right, I want to welcome you to the P2S Compensation Plan Overview. My name is Todd, broadcasting from Southern California, and I got to tell you, I'm absolutely honored and excited to be here. For my wife, Gina, and I, this has just been an absolutely breathtaking experience. I mean, we have told a few who told a few. We've seen our business spread around the world. We've seen our income explode, and I'm going to show you our compensation plan in detail and give you a real good sense as to why that is. Now, first and foremost, I want you to realize that, a popular question we ask is, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And of course, most people say, I'd travel. And so our compensation plan is going to show you how to have both the time and the money, because the purpose of business is to have a business that works for you. I mean, you want to own a business. You don't want the business to own you. You want a business that works so you don't have to. And too many people, they get a business and it owns them. They don't own it. And so we're going to show you how to have the time and the money. You can find a lot of people in society, they got all kinds of time, but no money. And you can find a lot of doctors and, dentists and, professional people that they got a lot of money, but they got no time. And we're going to show you how to have both. Now, first and foremost, one of the things I want you to realize is that now that you are in business for yourself, you are going to get a 1099 from our company. And this means that you now have a home-based business, which means you can tap into all kinds of tax deductions. I mean, you can write off your house, your spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, internet, cell phones. I mean, you name it. And if you just look at the screen real quick, this comes from Sandy Bockin's TaxBot. He's perhaps one of the foremost tax experts in the entire country. He was one of 8 attorneys that trained all the IRS attorneys, did all the Tony Robbins seminars, that has a program approved for continuing education in all 50 states. And all he's doing here is showing, here's 2 families side by side. They both make $50,000, but one of them had a home-based business. So, they were able to write off $10,000. The other did not have a home-based business. That means that the family with no home business paid taxes on $50,000, while the family with a home-based business only paid taxes on $40,000. And so at the end of the day, that was a savings of $2,500. Now, this is a very, very simple, conservative example. Most people that I've talked to save in the neighborhood of $5,000 in taxes. That means that when you joined our company, you might be paying $65 a month or $69 a month, based on which program you have, but you might be saving $400 a month in taxes. But realize that if you cancel that monthly fee and you no longer have a home-based business, you're no longer entitled to the tax deductions. You didn't save $65 a month, you lost $340 a month, right? Because that's how much. If you're saving $400, you are money ahead day number 1, even before you make the first sale. As long as you're running your business with an intention for a profit. And again, I want to encourage you to get together with your own tax professional and explore these ideas. Hey, what do I need to do? What do I need to document? But again, there's thousands and thousands of real dollars, cash in your pocket, tax deductions you can tap into simply because you now have a home-based business. Now, furthermore, the moment you joined our company, you were granted, 3 different vacations. You now have a vacation that you can use in the United States. It doesn't matter whether you go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Orlando, Virginia, Las Vegas, Branson, Missouri. You get to take one in the United States. You get to take one in Mexico. You can go to Acapulco. You can go to Cancun, Puerto Vallarta. My wife and I went to Puerto Vallarta, out of this world. My buddy David Haynes went to Vegas, out of this world. And then we now have Spain and Thailand. And so you can book this trip, and I want to encourage you to book the trip day number 1. The moment you join the company, book your vacation. This is not a vacation decision. This is a business decision, because this is going to be the marketing for your business. When you get to go on that free trip and you get to video the 5-star accommodations and the incredible grounds and this amazing room, and you're on your Facebook Lives kind of going, look where I'm at, and I'm having fun, and we're on this trip for free, and people are like, whoa, how'd you get a free trip? And so you're going for business purposes, which, by the way, means that your trip there is tax deductible, right? Your mileage or your airfare can be tax deductible if you're going with a business intent. And I'm encouraging you to do that. Go with the business intent, because when you get this on your Facebook page, this is going to become one of those attractor factors for your business. You're going to have people, sending you messages. Hey, how'd you get a free 5-star vacation? And how do I get one hook a brother up? And so realize, even before you've made the first sale. You're ahead on tax advantages. You're ahead on a 5-star vacation you were given day one. And the vacation itself can begin to become the catalyst to launching your business. Now, further, as a member of our company, you get to book travel at wholesale when you're booking hotels, rental cars, cruises, vacation excursions. That can save you a ton of money. You have a vacation benefit. Every dollar you spend is earning you credit toward another vacation at the end of the year. Of course, you can get travel credentials. We'll be talking about that. And that's going to allow you to have your replicated website where people can go book travel. You can make 70 to 80% commission. You have 24/7 support. You got the 10 hours, of training in the back office. And here's the kind of commissions you can make now that you're in the travel business. In fact, if you just book the 5 trips I have on the screen, you'd make $7,888.99 at the 70% commission mark. And everyone starts at 70. Once you've booked $5,000, made $5,000 in commissions, you're going to move to the 80% commission, which means you'd be on these same 5 trips, you'd make $9,000 instead of $7,800. And so, you got a pay raise. And so, again, big time money. Every single person and bump into is going to travel this year. And all of them would happily give you the business if they knew that they could get the same rates or better. And that's one of the things that just separates us from everything else that's out there. Travel's easy to talk about. It's easy to say to a friend, hey, if I got the same price or better, would you book with me? Of course. Who wouldn't? I ask people all the time, if you were looking to go on a vacation yourself and you were price comparing, going to hotels.com and Orbitz and Expedia, and then you remembered, oh yeah, mom's got a travel website. You go to mom's site and she's got the exact same trip at the exact same price as everybody else. Who are you giving the business to? And we all know the answer. Mom wins 100% of that time. What if it was your best friend or your dad or brother or next door neighbor? Again, we'd rather give the business to people we know. We got big time commissions. Now, you can also earn money doing nonprofits. And so here you can go to a church and you can show them how to do the nonprofit program with Carnival Cruise Lines. You can show them how if they can simply get 50 people to take a trip. And of course, it's double occupancy. They can end up making the church or whatever the nonprofit is $10,000. Okay. And you can make 10 grand in the process. And we have a training on this. Dwayne Eddings, a 2-star director, did that. It's in your back office. You can learn more details. But again, it's just one more way we make money. Now, because you're a travel agent, you now get to travel like a travel agent. And again, this is about saving money. Everybody wants to vacation and travel. I'm simply pointing out to you that before you even put the first person in the company, there's a lot of ways you're making money, from tax savings to the free vacations you're taking, to the fact that you can get people to book on your website and make huge commissions, to the fact you can book travel at wholesale. We have all the restaurant discounts in my town, the single best restaurant, the Broken Yolk for breakfast, buy one, get one free. We've saved huge going to the movies. We saved huge taking our kids to Legoland and Disney. We've saved huge shopping. This is things that people are doing every day. This is money in your pocket, even before you make the first sale, before you put the first person in your downline. So I'm pointing out to you that we have a compensation plan where you're way money ahead, even before you really get started. Just becoming a product of the product and taking advantage of your tax deductions and steering some people to your website. And maybe you did a nonprofit. And this is one of the examples. This is a fam trip. These are exclusive to travel agents. This is a 9-day trip to Thailand. It includes your airfare, 4-star accommodations, your food, admissions to attractions, guided services. The entire trip is $1,400. I saw one just yesterday to China. 10 days in China, airfare, 5-star accommodations, all of your food, ground transportation, going to see the Great China Wall and a whole bunch of other cities. You got a guide taking you everywhere, everything, 10 days, $999. Folks, you can't go to Motel 6 for 10 days for $999. You can barely afford to stay home for 10 days for $999. Here's 2 more trips. Here's the Playa del Carmen. This is an all-inclusive resort. Again, travel agents only. This all-inclusive resort, that means all of your food, all of your booze. That's a picture of the resort. One of the nicest places in the world. How about $63? Okay, unbelievable. Or maybe you want to go on a last-minute Disney cruise for $25 per person. Unbelievable. So again, we're saving people big time money. Now, we have a 10X pay plan. And we call it a 10X pay plan because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. Now, that is not my opinion. That is a fact. Now, the great thing about numbers is numbers don't lie. If I have a certain size team over here, I make X. If I have the same size team over here, I make Y. And the number is the numbers. The great thing about numbers. Now, it is my opinion that you can grow faster with us than anybody else, but that's just my opinion. It's a fact we pay out 10 times as much. It's my opinion you can grow faster with us. And the reason I believe that is because, number one, it's travel. It's an easy conversation to have. In our space of direct selling, there's a lot of products that are tough to talk about. I mean, they got ingredients people have never heard of. They do things like I was with a company one time, we were selling glutathione. I mean, imagine trying to explain what glutathione is and how it works in the body. I mean, that's a tough sell. I mean, hey, do you like to travel? I mean, yeah, oh my gosh, we love to travel. We went here and there. And I mean, hey, if I could show you how to travel for pennies on the dollar, that's something you might want to know more about. If I could show you how to get paid to travel. So it's an easy conversation. Hey, if you could get the same rates or better from me, would you go to my travel site instead of Expedia? Of course, you're my friend. I don't know anybody at Expedia. So it's a simple conversation. Further, we have our gift cards. They're icebreakers. We have a lot of different kind of gift cards. You can hand them out. They give people a 30-day free trial, $200 in dining and shopping. And of course, you can get paid on these gift cards, as you go out there and generate sales. So you give someone, 30-day free trial, the $200 in dining and shopping. And on, of course, your first 2 sales, you're going to make $10 one time. Starting on sales 3, 4, and 5, you're going to make $10 per month as a gold and titanium. And then starting on sale number 6, you make $5 per month, and the other 5 flows up to the compensation structure. Now, if you happen to be a platinum, on your first 2 sales, you make $10 one time. And then on sales 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way through sale 25, you're making $10 per month. And again, on sale 26, you earn $5 per month, and 5, flows through the upline in the compensation program. And so, you have to have 2 customers. That is one of the requirements of our compensation plan. And so we teach people, get your 2 customers immediately. I mean, you can sign people up, number one, on a 30-day free trial. And for the first 100 days, 2 trial customers is sufficient. You only have to have trial customers. No one had to have paid any money. But at the end of 100 days, we have to have 2 customers who, in fact, are paying the $12.95 per month, or maybe they want to do the annual and do the $99. It doesn't matter if you get a $99 or a $12.95. The point is that you get 2 customers. Simple to do, and you want to duplicate that through your organization and get that done and get it done, right out of the gate. Now, you can also make some big time money with the customer acquisition. Because if you go out there and start to build a team, let's say that you bring on Jody, Bill, and Bob, and Bob is your 3rd person. Well, starting with your 3rd person, when they go out and get their first 2 customers, that's going to earn you $10 per month per customer. So if they get 2 customers, you're making $20 per month. Then they bring on somebody who gets a couple customers. Well, again, you're making $20 a month off of them. And then they bring on somebody who gets, 2 customers. You're making $20 per month off of them. And then, their 2 get 2, who 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 get 2. And you continue to earn $20 per month off each and every single one of those people when they get their first 2 customers. You're actually earning $10 per month per customer. So if they all only got 1 customer, you're making $10 per month off all of them, infinitely deep. If they all get 2 customers, you're making 20 or any combination thereof. And again, I don't care if Mary goes out and builds a team of 1 million people in a straight line, and all 1 million people got 1 customer each, you're going to make $10 per month times all 1 million. If, half of them get 2 customers, you make $20 on that half and 10 on the other half. So again, unbelievable money. You can build a massive team of people, handing out the gift cards, getting customers. And if you just do the math on that, it adds up in a big, big, big way. Now, we also have our annual travel club membership. Now, what this is that, you take the $12.95 times 12 months, and it's about $150. But if you want to prepay, well, hey, instead of being $150, it's only $99.95. And guess what? We give you one of the free trips. You get to take a free trip in America. You can go to Orlando, Florida. You can go to Las Vegas, 3 nights, 4 days. I mean, absolutely 5-star vacation. You're getting that for the $99 membership. Now, on these memberships, on your first 2 sales, you make $5. But starting on sale number 3, you're going to make $50. And let's say that, I then, I'm out there building the team, and let's say I bring on Bob, he's my third recruit. Let's say he goes out and brings on 2 people at $99 each. Well, I'm going to make $50 off each of them. That's $100. And then those 2 get 2, and I'm going to make, 50 off all of them. That's $200. And then their 2 get 2, and their 2 get 2, who get 2, who get 2, who get 2. If everyone's selling that 99, I'm going to make $50 on every single one of these people, infinitely deep. I don't care if Bob builds a team of 1 million people in a straight line, all million, go out and get 2 customers each at $99. I'm going to make, $50 on each one of those people times all 1 million. So I'd actually be earning, they all got 2. So I'm actually earning 50 times 2. That's 100 times 1 million people. That's $100 million. So there's no, there's no balancing of legs. There's no levels. And every time I add somebody brand new, I start this process over again. So here's Bob, my third recruit. Let's say I bring on Janet. She's my fourth. Hey, she brings on 2 who get 2, who get 2. I'm not only getting paid on Bob, I'm getting paid on Janet as well. Now, again, if you just got 1,000 customers, now that's not you getting 1,000. That's me building a big old team. And between the entire team, there's 1,000, that's 50 grand. So incredible money. Now, you can also get paid in our, fast start leadership with our compensation structure. And this is where, the people are, getting involved. Maybe they're buying the titanium vacation package, they're buying the gold vacation package, they're buying the platinum vacation package, and you're going to get paid off those sales as well. And so let's say that you bring on your first, gold, your first titanium. Well, you're going to earn, $10 on the first 2 sales of a gold or titanium. Or if one of those sales is a platinum, you earn 25. So let's say that, you look at the first 2 people on the screen over there on the far left. Back up here real quick. So the 2 people who are in black on the far left, the first one's Julie. Let's say she buys a gold, I make $10. Let's say the second one is Bill. He buys a platinum, I make 25. Now, when I get to my third sale, if they buy a gold, I make 50. If they buy a platinum, I make 100. If they buy a titanium, I make 50. If they buy a platinum, I make 100. So I'm either going to earn 50 or 100 starting on my third. Well, same thing here. If they bring on 2 who get 2, who get 2, who get 2, I'm going to continue to earn either those 50s or those 100s based on which package they buy. If they buy a gold or titanium, I make 50. If they buy a platinum, I make 100. And I get that infinitely deep. So again, it doesn't matter if they build a team of 1 million people in a straight line. I'm going to earn either 50 or 100 when they're buying those vacation packages. That money could add up in a big, big, big way. In fact, I was talking to a lady just today out of Canada. And, she, just, kind of got started and had a group come on and they're starting to make sales. And she's like, oh my gosh, those bonuses add up in a big way. I mean, she's like $400 for the week already, between all the 50s and the 100s. And I mean, she's just getting started. Man, all the little bonuses are showing up. I mean, I got $400 back there, because I brought on a few, who brought on a few, who brought on a few, but I'm making 50 to 100 on every package being sold. Now, further, when you look at our pay plan, everybody always says, hey, what do I got to do to get back to break even? I don't care what kind of business you open. People always want to know, what do I got to do to get back to break even? And, in our industry, there's companies that, hey, you got to get 20, 30 people to break even. There's some companies, hey, well, you only got to get 12 to break even. There's some companies who say, well, if you get 2 who get 2, that's a total of 6, then you're break even. There's a very tiny, tiny number of companies who said, hey, if you get 4, okay, then you pay no more. And there is just the tiniest sliver of company out there like us, where we say, hey, if you simply get 3, the whole thing is better than free. And there's nobody who does less than 3. Not that I know of. I've been in the space since I was 23 years of age. And, I'm 47 now. So, I don't know of anyone who does less than 3. I don't think that exists. And so there's nobody who's more progressive, no more aggressive on helping people get back to break even. What do I got to do to have this thing, be, in the black? And so again, get 3, it's better than free. In our kind of a structure, you can only have a left leg and a right leg, just like your physical body has a left leg and a right leg. And so when you bring on your third person, they have to go below either the first person or the second person. Now you get to choose. We have a waiting room. When you sign somebody up, they go into the waiting room and you have a minimum of 24 hours. So if you sign them up at 6 o'clock tonight, that means you have until midnight of the following night. So in that case, you actually ended up with 24 hours plus, right? Another 6, you ended up with 30 hours. If you sign them up at a minute after midnight, Well, then you'd almost get 48 hours because you have until midnight of the next night. So because you did it after midnight, you got the full 24 hours to midnight, and then once again. So again, you always have a minimum of 24, and so it's the midnight of the following night. And then you got to place your people, and you get to determine where they go every single time. Now, again, once you get 3, right, that's either going to put you at $2.10 per day, okay, or it's going to put you at $4.10 per day based on whether you're platinum or gold and based on, what your people are doing. So you have to have 3 personals, and they have to have a minimum of 150 PSV. So the PSV is if I'm personally making the sale, the money they're paying every month is what they call personal sales volume, because I personally brought those people, on with, whatever package they purchased. Now, I also have to have 1 person in each leg. Very important. Someone says, well, hey, what if I put all 3 in the left leg? Well, then you would not be qualified. You have to have 1 at least in each leg, and you must have at least 150 in PSV. And then, of course, you're now earning that money every single day. And again, you're going to earn either $2.10 per day, or you're going to earn $4.10 per day. And again, it's all based on, if you're not a platinum, it's not even a possibility to earn $4.10 per day. So that's only for the platinum people. If you're a gold or titanium, then you can only earn $2.10. And then, of course, if you're a platinum, you have to have 200 PSV, 1 in each leg, same kind of situation there. Now, further, I want you to realize that beyond, being 3 and free, is you want to rank advance in the compensation plan. You must have 200 PSV. So if I'm bringing on 3 people and they're doing gold or titanium, that means they're either doing 65 a month or 69, I'm getting 50 PV. So my 3 make me free, but my 3 will not allow me to become a 1-star director. I must have 200 PSV. So I got to bring on, 4. I think my buddy CJ calls it 4 on the floor. And so, you got to get 4. You got to bring on 1 more person, have 200 PSV to become a 1-star director. Now, obviously, you got some time to get that done. First goal, hey, let's get 3 and free and get our 2 customers. And, and then I've got some time before I become a 1-star to get that 4th. But if I'm selling only golds and titaniums, which are our best sellers, I'm going to need that 4th person to qualify as a 1-star director. Now, if you're bringing on people with gold or titanium, that's going to carry $50 in BV. That's the amount of volume that's flowing up to the pay plan. And if I'm bringing on platinums, that carries 80 BV. Okay. And so obviously I'm looking to build 2 teams, where I'm accumulating BV. So on my team 1 or my left leg, I got Julie. On my team 2 or my right leg, I got Bob. They're bringing on 2 who get 2. Some are doing gold, some are doing titanium, some are doing platinums. And again, the gold and the titanium carry 50 BV. The platinums carry 80 BV. And that volume simply flows up through those 2 legs all the way to the top. It wouldn't matter if Julie built a team of 1 million people in a straight line. And in person, the 1 millionth person, buys a platinum. That means 50 BV. My volume just went up by 50. Through 1 million levels of people, my volume just went up by 50. And if Bob on the other side, he has a team of 2 million in a straight line, and one of them buys a platinum, and my volume just went up by 80, through all 2 million people all the way to the top. And so again, I'm building the 2 legs. And as I begin to accumulate certain amounts of volume, that is going to trigger me to rank advance in the compensation plan. And so if I go out there and I get $600 in volume in the left leg and $600 in volume in the right leg, I am now a 1-star director. They're going to pay me $10 per day. That is $300 a month in reoccurring residual income. Now, keep in mind, that's $300 a month. That does not include all those $20 per month per person that I'm earning infinitely deep. That does not include earning the 50s and the 100s, infinitely deep on all those packages being sold, the vacation packages. So this is this is just daily pay. Now, if I happen to make my first 3 sales, and that either, when I say first 3 sales, it has to be a gold, titanium, or platinum. If I happen to make 3 sales of either a gold, titanium, or platinum, and I happen to do that in the first 30 days, the company is going to kick in an additional $200, a bonus at the end of 30 days. So that's going to now put me at $500 a month in daily pay. Now, from the residual income. Now, again, that does not include all the $20 per month in the 50s and the 100s. So my real income as a 1-star director is probably about $760 a month. Now, as I mentioned to you earlier, we have a 10X pay plan. I can tell you that in 98% of the direct selling companies out there, if you have 600 BV on the left and 600 BV on the right, your check is $60 a month. That is your check in 98% In the other 2%, your check's maybe 120. That's it. With us, your check is $760 per month. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, we are so absolutely blessed and spoiled that we can show everyday real people how to make real money with a real product on something people are already booking. They're already going online to book travel. And we have exactly what they're looking for at the exact same price or better, and the exact same way they're used to buying it online. We're not changing anyone's buying habits. This is the single largest industry in the world, the one thing everybody wants to do, and we can show people how to build a real business, a serious business, and how to get to real life-changing, bill-paying kind of money, like that. I mean, when you look at becoming a one-star director, I mean, you're talking about having 8 to 12 people in team 1 and 8 to 12, sales in team 2. We've had people do that in a week. And so in a week's time, some people have gone to the $760 a month. Some people might take a month. Some people might take a quarter. But this is, something that can be done semi-immediately if you're willing to go to work. And again, in most companies, your check would be 60, and 98% of them. With us, your check is 760. And that's one of the reasons we're so fired up here at P2S, because we see the difference that's making in people's lives all around the world. I could say that we just had a gentleman, Ben, out of the Solomon Islands. So congratulations, Ben. He just went 2-star director. Now, he did that in 61 days. Now, as a 2-star director, our average 2 stars are making about $2,000 a month. Well, that means he's now making more money. We had him on a call just a couple nights ago, and he's now making more money from P2S Travel after 61 days than he's making as a professor at the university in the Solomon Islands. The average income in the Solomon Islands is $18,000 a year. Ben is now making an additional, because he didn't have to quit his job. This is part-time. He got there in 61 days. What do you think he's going to be 61 days from now, or 61 days after that, right? His income is going to keep going up. But in 61 days, he's over doubled his income. Even here in the United States, the average income is $50,000 a year. I mean, if you help someone bring in an extra $2,000 a month, I mean, that's a 50% raise. I mean, that means the family's now bringing $75,000 in instead of $50,000. That is life-changing. I mean, it's that little bit of extra that, a lot of times people are so close to robbing Peter to pay Paul, and there's just too much month left at the end of the money. I mean, if they could just have that little bit of extra money, just takes all the pressure off, and we can show people how to get there. Not maybe someday. Ben did it in 61 days. My friends Dale and Maria did it in like 18 days. We've had countless people, whether it's 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 quarters. We've had a ton of people accomplish it. Now, it might take you longer. I mean, this is not a sprint; it's a marathon. And if you've ever met anybody who runs a marathon, you would never say, well, what was your time? I mean, nobody does that. They're like, wow, you ran a marathon. They're just impressed, right? So, whatever your time frame is to get there, when you get to $2,000 a month in residual income, money coming in month after month, you're going to be fired up. People around you are going to be fired up. So let's talk about the details. So as a 2-star director, that means you have 2,000 in BV in your left leg, and you have 2,000 BV in your right leg. Well, that means you're going to have somewhere between 25 and 40 sales in each leg. I mean, that's what that really means. So I got 25 to 40 sales in leg 1, 25 to 40 sales in leg 2. Now, that's not you personally making 25 to 40 sales. You might have only brought on, 4. I got 4 and helped my 4 get 4, help their 4 get 4, and bam, I'm a 2-star director. I mean, that's how it works. And so as a 2-star, you're going to earn you're going to earn $25 in daily pay. So every day I'm getting $25 showing up my back office. And at the end of, the 31 days, I'm going to get a bonus of either $250 or a bonus of $750. If I'm a platinum, I get the $750. If I'm a gold or titanium, I get the $250. So that means I'm either at $1,000 to $1,500 a month in daily pay. But keep in mind, that does not include the $20 per month per person and all the other kind of bonuses I talked about. So a lot of our 2-stars, some are at $2,500 a month, some are probably at $1,800 a month, some are at $2,000 a month. And I just kind of use that average number of right around $2,000 a month as kind of the average for a 2-star. And so again, that's just incredible money, especially when you consider people are getting there, not next year, 2 years from now. We got people done it 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 quarters. I mean, this is semi-immediate. Now, if you can help all of your team, then get a few more people, you become a 3-star. That means you now have $6,000 in volume in your left leg, $6,000 in volume in your right leg. And that's going to take you to $70 per day in daily pay. That's $2,100 a month, $25,000 for the year. But as a 3-star, you also now qualify for the car. So you got to make 2 sales per month of either a gold, titanium, or platinum. It can be one of each, right? But you got to have 2 sales every month to qualify for that extra cash or car. So we're going to give you an extra $300 a month cash if you make the 2 sales, or if you in fact buy the car, we'll give you the $600 a month toward the car. And so when you factor that in, well, I'm at 25 grand a year in daily pay. If you get the car, well, now I'm at $600 a month in the car. All right. So that gives me an extra 7,200 for the year. So I'm actually at 32,500. And that does not include earning the $20 per month per person in the 50s and the hundreds, infinitely deep, right? So your real income could easily be 40 grand a year here. And I want you to realize that, if you juxtapose that next to Subway, so we all know what Subway, sandwich shop, and a big time franchise opportunity. But the average Subway franchise costs about $250,000. And so number one, you got to give up your job to do it. Number two, you got to come up with $250,000 to do it. Number three, you got to give up your life to do it. I mean, you got to be down there first thing in the morning, baking the bread, shredding the lettuce, cutting the tomatoes and the olives and the pickles and the cucumbers, and, sweeping the floors. And then sure enough, some of the teenagers don't show up for their shift, and, and then you're covering the shift. I mean, you're living at the place. And the average Subway franchise owner makes about 40, 50 grand a year. That's after they get out of debt, after they maybe break even 5 years from now. With us, we've had people go 3-star director in 90 days. It might take you 9 months, it might take you 9 quarters. But I mean, again, you can get there. And then this is part-time. 1, you didn't give up your job. This is a little part-time, something doing on the side, having fun with. 2, this is money on top of the money that you're already making. And again, as a 3-star director, you're at 40 grand a year, and some have done it in 90 days. I mean, who would want to go buy a Subway when you look at those 2 comparisons? The Subway, I got to put up $250,000 here. I joined P2S for 129 and got a free vacation out of the gate. In fact, I booked it day 1, went and had a blast, put it on Facebook, had all kinds of people saying, hey, how do I get one of those? And next thing I knew, I was already break even and making money. And so again, I just kind of want to compare just how incredible what we have is compared to other models that are out there. And this is our daily pay chart. As you can see, as your team continues to grow, so can your income. We kind of taken things all the way through 3-star director a second ago. I do want to mention as a 2-star, and a 2-star is when you have 2,000 left, 2,000 right. Again, some have done it 2.5 weeks. I just mentioned the guy from the Solomon Islands did it in 61 days. He's now qualified to come to Las Vegas for 2 nights, 3 days. The company's going to put us up in 5-star accommodations, take us out to an unbelievable dinner, unbelievable shows there in Vegas. There's always a different show every time. Last time we went and saw Michael Jackson, the Cirque du Soleil show, and then you get a championship ring. We had these rings made by a jeweler. There's big time bling in the ring. They are gorgeous. We have a men's version and a ladies version. So that's one of the perks. When you became 3-star, you got the cars I just mentioned. Then of course you can become a 4-star director. And that's now going to put you at $100 per day. That's $3,000 per month in daily pay. Plus you got the car bonus. Plus you got the $20 per month per person and the hundreds and the 50s, right? And so your real income now is, way beyond 40 grand a year. Then you become an ambassador. As an ambassador, I mean, we've had people, it's not that big of a thing to get to. It's maybe 300 people on each side. That's what could get that done for you at the lowest level. If they were all doing the bigger package, you could probably do it with, 180 on each side. But it's something that's very, very doable. We've had people do it in under a year. At that point, you're making an extra, $52,000 a year in just daily pay, plus the car, plus the $20 per month per person, plus the 50s and the hundreds, right? I mean, your real income at this point is probably 65 grand, something like that. Now, when you become a 1-star ambassador, you're looking at 81 grand annually. And again, that's before all the other bonuses. And with 2 legs, you can go all the way up to 3-star ambassador, which is $600 a day, 18 grand a month, plus the car bonus, plus the $20 per month, plus, right? At that moment, you're really $250,000 a year. At this moment, you get to add a 3rd leg. And on your 3rd leg, we actually give you, this may sound complicated, we actually give you a whole nother position at the top of your 3rd leg, where you get to start building 2 legs off it again, and you start earning all these bonuses we just described. And then, of course, the 3rd leg itself is also earning your money. So you're kind of really double dipping on the 3rd leg when you get there. And of course, that'll take you all the way up to executive chairman, where you're earning $3,200 a day. My gosh, it's like 1.3 million a year in income. And then of course, you can add another one and another one. You're not limited in how much money you can make. That 1.3 million does not include all the other bonuses. So you can become as big as you want to become. We have people in our company that are former NFL players. If you look at Jorick, he played for the Green Bay Packers. And he could say he's made a lot more money doing this kind of an industry than he ever did playing in the NFL. And we all know that NFL guys make big time money. We got Miss Rosa, who made over $1 million in her last company. She made $1 million in the company before that. She's here because she plans on making her next million. Sometimes follow the money. We've got people here that have earned over 10 million in commissions in this kind of an industry. So we're attracting big time leaders because we have something truly special here, with our compensation structure and our ability to help you get out there and win. This is the 5-star accommodations I talked about earlier. When you become a 2-star, of course, there's the championship ring you get. Here's the car program. This happens at a 3-star director. You can get the car as long as it's in our company colors, white, blue, or black, and it has to be an Audi, BMW, Cadillac, Mercedes, Lexus, Tesla. It has to be has to be 3 years or newer. And if we're paying for it, we want you to be in a nice, new, shiny car. You're representing us. And if you don't want the car, you can take the cash option, which is $300 a month, but you do have to make the 2 sales per month. You have to bring on 2 vacation club partners every single month. It doesn't matter if it's gold, platinum, or titanium. As long as you have 2, then you get that benefit. And then, of course, here's our President's Club. When you can bring on 10 paid travel customers. So remember, you're out there handing out the gift cards like crazy. People are signing up for the 30-day free trial. At the end of that, hey, it's only $12.95. When you get 10 customers, you get the lapel pin, special recognition at events. You're part of an elite group. So you definitely want to become President's Club. And then finally, just making sure you guys understand the rules. The details of the compensation plan. Again, you must have 2 travel club customers at all times to earn commissions. So this is something you want to get right out of the gate. So initially they can be trial customers. You have 100 days before they got to be paid customers, but you have to have at least 2 trial customers to be able to earn overrides on your team. Now you're entitled to the money if I'm bringing on my first platinum and I'm personally making the sale. Of course, I get my direct selling bonus because I personally made the sale. But if someone else is making the sale and I want to earn overrides on them, I must have 2 customers. And again, I have 100 days to get that done where they're paid customers. So they can be 2 trial customers for the first 100. After that, they have to be paid customers. I must have 3 active personally sponsored reps at all times to be able to earn commissions. I must have, 1 person in each leg to earn commissions. And I must have 200 PSV to be a 1-star director level or above. And so again, if you're selling only golds and titaniums, that means I need to personally enroll 4, not just 3. So when I get 3, I'm better than free. Hey, but to get to 1-star, I got to bring on 1 more person to get that done. By the way, I must have 1 person each leg. I already mentioned that. Fast start bonuses, there's no requirements. Again, if I'm making a personal sale, if I'm bringing on customers myself, I'm always entitled to the bonuses from sales I personally make. These requirements are simply for earning bonuses on the sales of people down on my team below me. And so, hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I want you to realize that this can be an absolutely life transformable thing, not just for you and your family, but countless other people that you're going to reach out to. I mean, you just don't know the ripples, how far the ripples of your actions are going to reach. I could say I only knew 1 person outside of the United States when we got started. Now there's the team in South Korea and Hong Kong and Japan and New Zealand and Australia. Renita was the only one I knew, and she's now got a group of people in Haiti. She's got a group in the Solomon Islands. Ben's now over double his income in 61 days. And so when I reached out to Renita, I didn't even know, I'd never even heard of the Solomon Islands. It's over by Australia. We've now impacted people over there because I shared it with Renita. And so again, it's not just about you and the money you're going to make and all the benefits you're going to have, but it's also about how you're going to benefit countless numbers of other people. And at the end of the day, it's what it's really all about. That's what makes our kind of a business superior to other kinds of businesses. And too many businesses, it's based on win-lose. If I get the promotion, you didn't. My company got the contract, yours didn't. My team won and yours lost, right? It's win-lose. In our kind of business, the only way to win is if we help you win. If you join and don't win and quit, nobody won. What? They made $25 on your sale. That's not a win. That's a loss. The only way to win is to help people below you win. And if we can help you win, like we helped Ben and the Solomon Islands win, if we can help you win, and like Roses won, if we can help you have just an absolutely incredible experience with our company, and then you help other people who have that experience. That's the way to win in our kind of an industry. It's based on win-win. So, hey, we appreciate you tuning in. I hope you're fired up about the pay plan. There's nothing in the industry like it, not even close. So we look forward to seeing you guys on the beaches of the world, and bye for now.